Welcome back to another episode of Rock Boys Football, the high school 2023 class. Early signing day tomorrow, and we have a massive flip as Kadyn Proctor decommits from the Iowa Hawkeyes and commits to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama, as much as people want to say Alabama's dynasty is falling apart, they obviously didn't make the playoffs, didn't have the year many people were expecting. Take a look at that 2023 class. Alabama is not going anywhere. Before we get into Kaden Proctor and what he means for the program, this dude is an absolute stud. Just want to say thank you guys for real for all the support you guys have shown. We've been talking a lot of transfer portal, a lot of high school recruiting, and the support you guys have shown truly means a lot, and we really do appreciate it. And if you do enjoy the content, consider subscribing. That is the best way to support the fellas. We really do appreciate it. Let's get into Kaden Proctor. I mean, this one hurts really bad for the Iowa Hawkeyes. Have a generational talent in your own backyard. Was committed to Iowa for most of the year, committed late June, flips, commits to Alabama, and this is another massive pickup for the Crimson Tide. Obviously, Keon Keeley committing to Alabama, I believe, early last week, and they land another five-star in Kaden Proctor. 6'7", 330 pounds. He's an absolute bruiser in the run game, but he's also a phenomenal athlete. Like, there's a reason why 24/7 has him as a top 5 national prospect, the number 1 offensive tackle in his class, is because when you're 6'7" and 330 pounds and you move like Kaden Proctor does, that is where the real special stuff happens. What I want to do is just take you to a little bit of his highlights because, I mean, this is one of the more fun offensive tackle highlights. Yeah, we check out a lot of like wide receiver, running back, quarterback highlights. We don't watch a ton of offensive tackle film and highlights. This dude is an absolute freak. I just want you to focus on the upper body strength and the lower body athleticism. I mean, that's what kind of puts it together. He's very, very mean. He's got that mean streak, which you absolutely love. But again, it's one thing to just be mean. It's another thing to just be a very, very good athlete, and that's what he is. I mean, he kind of just nobody really stood a chance to match up with him athletically. Nobody could get around him. He's got very, very long arms. He's very, very good on his feet. And that's what, when you're looking for kind of a starting college football program left tackle, you want to have a guy that is a very good athlete. Take a look at him right here, moving up to the linebacker in space, just looking to be mean, looking to be ugly. He's the biggest player on the field, but he's also very good. I mean, you see him out in space pulling around. Very, very fleet of foot. He's got that length, and when people get up into his pads, they don't really stand a chance. He just eats them up. Very, very fun highlight to watch, just because he's just got that mean streak in him. And where you're looking at top tackles translating not only college but to the NFL, you want to see guys who are bruisers. You want to see guys who got that mean streak in them, and Kaden Proctor absolutely has that. Now, you take a look at Alabama's 2023 class. We talked about it. They were already ranked number 1. They still stay ranked number 1 as they land another top 10 guy in the class. You're looking at 4 guys in the top 25 that have the most 4 stars of any 2023 class. And then you look at some of the running backs, the skill position guys they have, 2, Richard Young and Justice Haynes coming in, 2 very, very good running backs. And it's becoming quite obvious what Alabama wants to do. They want to address both sides of the line of scrimmage, getting a guy like Keon Keeley, getting a guy like Kaden Proctor, and then nothing new for Alabama at the running back spot, just having a bunch of absolute dogs in the backfield, Justice Haynes and Richard Young being both guys committed in the 2023 class. Most of looking at this is like almost insane to watch. You look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 guys ranked in the top 100 according to 24/7 Sports, just in the 2023 class. I mean, Michigan, for example, in their 2023 class, they don't have a single guy ranked in the top 100. That doesn't necessarily mean they have a bad class. It's just this is how good Alabama's class is. You look at some of the top classes we've ever seen. Texas A&M last year, obviously, it didn't really work because it all fell apart. This is looking like it might be one of the best classes that we've seen put together in the last 10 years, and Alabama kind of owns a lot of those certain classes. And when you look at a class that maybe revitalize a program, this really could be it because they have some really, really special athletes on both sides of the ball. And this Alabama's not going anywhere. I think that's one of the more interesting things I've been thinking about is how Nick Saban is going to sell this program when there's talks about him maybe not coaching for more than 3 or 4 years. So you're in house with these recruits saying, come to our school, but I'm not sure how long I'm going to be coaching for. Guess what? It doesn't sound like Nick Saban's going anywhere too. He's young. He's still on top of his game. Yeah, they went 10-2. This is still probably the program to beat in the whole entire country, even though Georgia's got him the last couple of years. What Nick Saban's doing with Alabama, and whether he's saying I'm going to be here for at least another 5 years, because I bet a lot of these guys aren't committing to Alabama if Nick Saban's saying I don't know how long I'll be here for. Or they have a really good succession plan where Nick Saban's saying, I don't know if I'll be here coaching for more than 3 or 4 more years. But guess what? We have a group of coaches lined up at Alabama that you'll be able to be successful with. NIL, obviously playing a factor. But again, if you're a 5-star recruit coming out of high school and you want to know what school best fits you to get to the NFL where you really make your serious money, Alabama has a proven track record of putting guys from all over the field, not just offensive line, not just running back, not just quarterback. They put guys from all over the field into the NFL at the highest clip in the last 2 decades. I don't blame these kids for going to Alabama. Nick Saban continues to do what he does best, and that is bring elite talent into Alabama, develop elite talent into NFL draft picks, and win national championships. It doesn't look like anything is going to change anytime soon in Tuscaloosa as Alabama lands another 5-star on top of their game in this 2023 class. Tomorrow is going to be a very, very fun day. We appreciate all the support you guys are showing. Again, if you do enjoy the content, consider subscribing to the channel. We appreciate you guys. We'll talk to y'all later. Peace.